do sketchy things like sneak out in the middle of the night and clear out the spruce and distract the staff with a card game and all of these other things. And they were so boots on the ground in the community as well. It was the fundraising, it was the charity events, it was the organizing the carnivals and festivities. Like, it very, very much was a student a student organization. And I think that's also one of the reasons why it remains so iconic. It's something that was petitioned for by the students, for the students, in memory of the students. Dr. Walsh,
please go ahead.
I was just curious.
I can get it anytime.
Oh, well, I was just curious what kind of protections are in place. Like, it sounds like a lot of different types of use, even like super fun, entertaining use happens or happen. But then at the same time, I would think like anywhere on campus that's left vague in terms of types of use could be at risk for a future faculty or admin deciding we need the space for whatever. Like, do you know if there are kind of defined limits or protections on the use that would suggest that the building would stay preserved, would stay for students, that would clarify what that means?
To my knowledge, I don't know of any official protections that put that aside to be unaltered. I know that in I think it was February 5th of last year, 2025, a member of the Guelph Heritage Committee brought up potentially designating it. I haven't seen any notice of intention to designate go out as of yet, and I don't know if it's strictly necessary at this point. What I hope for is that were there any major alterations, either from purpose or in physical form, proposed to the building, I do hope that the students would rally together to oppose it. This should remain a monument. Unchanged and for the students. But yeah, to my knowledge, there's no official protection.
I didn't go to University of Waterloo, or Guelph, sorry. I am a townie, and I feel that's the one spot at the university where I feel like I own it as well. Yes. Going to the Griffin Reed's lectures, to the curtain call production, I go to all the plays. I went to all the art lectures, the Shankman lectures. So it kind of feels like my place, even though I didn't go there, but it is in my city and it has the name of my university. So I think it's wonderful. Bruce Coburn I saw in the 80s. Bruce Coburn I saw a couple years ago. So it was kind of brought me right back to my university. So it's a great place. I love it.
And I believe that's how it should stay. Thank you for sharing that, Matt. Any other questions?
I went to Waterloo, just so you know.
Waterloo's beautiful as well.
When they did the opening ceremonies and Arthur Curry was there, was that kind of a coup? Did he do a lot of these unveilings?
Yeah, so Arthur Curry went on a few tours, actually, going from community to community. I think I mentioned that he also unveiled the Georgetown Monument. I think he was there at I think he was scheduled to do the Acton one and something came up. But there was a time where he was on this cross Ontario tour. He was elevated to this war hero status after Finian, after the First World War, and he was kind of selected to be the one to come into the communities and help them heal. It was a very well-respected community in basically every corner of the country at that time.
Well, Mr. Foster, as your former professor, I'm bursting with pride. That was magnificent. What excellent work. The next time you give that, we'll have to have it inside War Memorial Hall.
Yes.
A beautiful finish. I just have a couple of quick. Did I catch it right that this project came in under budget?
Yeah.
No, so...
Oh, great, because I was stunned by that.
Yeah.
The tower, right?
Yeah, they took off a bunch of these things. So this was supposed to be $100,000.
Right.
And they couldn't make that, so they had to reduce it down to what it is now.
Yeah.
And it ended up being, so the limit that I think it was President Reynolds at the time imposed was $75,000. And that was what was raised through the fundraising and everything. And it ended up being $80-some-odd thousand at the end, which is quite a lot more. I mean, that's quite a lot 100 years ago.
Sure.
Yeah. You know?
Do you think it'd be possible for us to open that time capsule?
So, to my knowledge, I think it's underneath the cornerstone. I do think you'd have to destroy the building to get to it.
Oh, well, okay. So it's in there for you.
Why is it supposed to
destroyed.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully never.
And the last one is really quick. I've always had the impression that it's unfinished, particularly some of the decorative elements. If you look at the face, and do you have any?
Yeah, so if you look at the designs here, you can see that it was supposed to be a lot more ornate. You have, sorry, you have a lot of the stone elements along the roof line there. You have the finials. You have a lot of like a crenellated cornice under here, and these were things that probably should have been carried into the final design.
Yeah, you can see the uncarved shields there. I've always wondered if they were supposed to be decorated.
So I couldn't find anything on that, to be honest with you. My interpretation of that is to be able to project your own heraldry onto it. That's what I choose to believe. I have no evidence to back that up. I don't take my word for it. But you're right in that it is a lot more stripped down. It became this more utilitarian Gothic. There is decorative elements still, but in a way it kind of works because it draws attention to the central element on the front facade, which is the War and Peace window, and draws your eyes upwards towards the crenellations. It is still a very powerful and imposing building, but you're right in that that ornamentation was really stripped down. I'm not sure if they intended to ever keep updating it, but what we got ended up being still one of the most beautiful buildings on campus.
Thank you.
I think that's fun. Well, thank you so much, Austin. That was
Thank
great. Really appreciate that. I'm sure everyone has their own memories of the Moorman Hall. I was just invited there last December to do a talk with 300 students, and so standing in front of all these students talking about John McCrae and the First World War, it couldn't have been a better location and locale. And the fact that I graduated there too was just like, oh my God, this is just, it was just very moving. And so yeah, this brought a whole lot of history home to me. So it was a wonderful talk. So thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And next month we do have another speaker coming out. And on February 19th, Dr. Eric Story from Laurier is going to give a talk on the wounded, maimed, and sick, a forgotten history of the Great War. And if you're interested in these lectures, we do a military lecture every month. I'm usually the third Thursday, but we bumped this one. Austin was generous enough to come out on it. Can't push us off after we got snowed out last week. Thanks so much for coming out tonight, and hopefully we see you again.